All right, go in there and lay down with Angels. Yeah, I ain't fucking around. Hard. That's good, but the whole thing is, I'm looking at long term as far as when the season goes on. The league is old as shit. All of them old as shit.
Two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Manning's Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, go ahead. Go in there and lay your sister.
Brandon Guy.
Son, it's bedtime.
Across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan
You're going to keep playing. You're going to make me cop your ass, and I don't want you.
Coming up, we've got what should...
I'm going to get you a Toy Majors tomorrow.
I want Toy Manor.
Listen, if you don't go to sleep now, I'm not getting you shit.
I want Toy Manor.
Yeah.
Toy Manor.
Sky.
That's Toy Manor.
You owe me money, nigga.
That's Toy Manor. That's Toy Manor.
All right, man.
You play basketball? You play basketball? I might know it, bro. I don't know if it's...
You ready, bro?
Man, what was that? 20? Am I ready?
Nigga, ain't nobody talking to you. You get the fuck out my face, man.
And the New York Giants.
Yeah, well, kick me out, bitch, because you just kind of coward you are, nigga.
Suck a donkey's dick.
Bob, bitch. I'm trying to fuck him up, nigga, but he want to keep talking sideways to me, man. I don't appreciate this.
Yo, you keep inviting these fucking retards to me, man.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Jennings missed the past 3 games, came back in week 6.
You asshole, nigga.
Into the action a little bit, 9 carries.
While he was out, Orleans Darkwell out of Tulane has kind of tried to pick up the slack.
Yo, this
the running
nigga's
game
a
hasn't really
dickhead.
taken off and accelerated. They're hoping with Jennings back full time, they can get back to running the football with authority.
They run again with Jennings. And this
Nothing.
time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And here's a look at the starting offense.
And the nigga left. That nigga crazy, man.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Cruz complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I feel like Eli Manning has just gone from downfield bomber to a guy who can complete everything.
He can hit him underneath now.
Yeah, we just saw that there with that pass completion. The maturity of the veteran taking with the defense.
You about to get this work.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Manning to throw on 2nd down. To Shepard, complete over the middle.
Good hit.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Good fucking hit.
5.
Let's go.
And all of a sudden
I
here
ain't
it's
fucking
3rd
playing with you.
down.
We on Eli ass. We on everybody ass.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people will look back and say he's an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
It's caught. Shepard. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air.
I got Sherman on Odell. We ain't
but able
sweating.
to adjust and make the grab. Manning gonna
Oh, should have picked that, Wagner.
Trying to get it to Rashad Jennings. That'll bring
I got Sherman on Odell. We ain't sweating him.
Playing basketball, my coaches always talked about communicating on defense, making sure you talk on defense, know where your screens are, know where the cuts are coming from, who has who. Well, guess what? It's the same thing in football. Even though there's more noise out there, you can hear all the screams of screen. This defense, the bench.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor.
Yes, sir.
This return is going to be halted right
yes,
around the
sir.
28-yard line.
Sometimes I think even Eli falls into the trap
yes,
of thinking that Beckham can catch anything. Here's a throw.
Let's go, bitch.
Even OBJ wasn't going to be able to get his hands on that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. And he'll be
take that, Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham.
Another excellent game, and I believe he's averaging over 100 yards per game in the last 3 outings.
He is indeed, and you're right. 6 catches, 89 yards in week 6. He's back. For Christian Michael's 5th year in the league, first 4 years, a total of 497 yards, but now getting
come on with the
bullshit. 54 through 6 weeks.
I love what
call it a fumble, you're going to call it something.
He had to wake up and realize what he needed to
once
do
he had control of that ball that long, it's either fumble it or pretty much a catch.
And boy, it's paying off, not just for him, but for the Seahawks.
And he added 2 scores to go along with 64 yards in their game against the Falcons in week 6. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch.
Let's go.
The toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's go. We ain't playing with this nigga,
Let's make
man.
this one simple. What a catch.
Playing with this nigga for a second.
The finishing
You
part
think I'm going to let you
getting
get
his
reckless?
feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot
Without
dragging.
me checking you.
If you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get inside.
Run that back, run that back. I like how they look.
38-yard
Run that
line.
back.
2 yards on the carry.
I like that. I like how they
Second
look.
down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy
We
calling
think that
plays.
first down.
Second
Fuck
and
that
8.
offside.
Now he's got to probably think
Decline
about going
that.
to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Decline that. Decline that. Decline.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start
Yo, what
things
is you
out.
doing in that kitchen, man? Boy, you better stop playing. I'm going to pop your ass, man. You think everything's funny. You ain't sorry, nigga. You a nigga. You a habitual line stepper. That's what the fuck you is. You a disrespectful ass.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings
You
up
just
3rd.
disrespectful ass nigga.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football.
You disrespected me.
It almost turns into slow
You
motion,
disrespected
and
me.
both
That's what the
sides
fuck
trying
you
to
doing.
get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
To throw is Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he's brought
That's what the
down
fuck you
after a
is.
good
You the
game.
disrespectful
They
ass
convert on 3rd with a gain
You
of 22.
disrespected me.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Second and goal is still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And
Nigga, yeah, all everywhere.
yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dip. They'll be hit and taken.
And I'ma go for it.
21. The offense stays out there.
If he ain't slipped, that was your ass.
Far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 3.
Fuck.
They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this
Play
one.
D.
I'm here, my old college coach right now.
He's trying to run.
He used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes they win. But their hope is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all
Fuck
they talk
out of
about,
here,
turnovers.
Dell.
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Fuck out of here, Dell.
Catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to
trying to run
a
it.
pass he should have caught.
Back near the goal line. Here's Manning. He gets this one to Dwayne Harris.
Dang.
It's a pickup of 16 there that'll lead to a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just
He's
quicker than
definitely trying to
fast.
run.
A lot of them can bounce quickly quickness and speed. And they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw.
Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted.
Fuck wrong with this nigga.
He's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Fuck wrong with this nigga. You throw them sugar? Let's go in there now.
They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much.
Run that back again if you want.
Blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in.
Let's see if this will work. I think it will.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
I think it will.
They go play action with Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Damn, you talking real reckless.
Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now it's Wilson. It's caught at the 10.
See what I mean? Listen to that fuck nigga talk that shit. And look what you made me do. Look what you made me do.
It's not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too, and they gave up.
Look what you made me do.
Yeah, this is one of those situations defensively. You're just counting on getting the football back.
No doubt about it. You've already projected yourself to the bench with a little bit of smile on your face for having stopped them, and now you've got to regroup and play again. Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing...
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Fuck, we getting it on.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception...
Oh, I like the look of this. Watch for the screen, watch for the run.
No, you just throw that out the window.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
That's Earl Thomas over there, nigga.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about
That's Earl Thomas over there. Fuck out of here.
You can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll come out in the pistol. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
No, ain't nothing.
Harris, the intended target.
Ain't nothing.
And it's third down.
That defense on there. That defense is rocking.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Throwing his mailing on third down.
Sherman!
Hang on to it.
Sherman, that was a pick. That was a house call, too.
But instead it just brings up
that was a fucking house call.
Here's Brad Wing now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Seahawks have great field position.
We got to put it in there.
Take over on the short side of the
we got to put it in there. Sorry.
Now ready to march out of the field. And they had a nice little drive last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back.
He gave me enough time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive.
He gave me enough time, so I can't complain about that there. He gave me the time. That's why I think y'all fucked up at though.
The play clock's running down. Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down.
Good catch. I ain't want to risk running out of bounds and shit like that.
First half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. And the defense
get the fuck out of here.
I think he's going to go.
Get the fuck out of here. That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. That was some bullshit. We played perfect defense. They do some nut shit like that after they denied me the Sherman on the pick six. Damn.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now.
Shit rigged, man. Let's go.
This one taken just
we know what it is. It's rigged.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
It's rigged, so we know what we got to do.
Now they get set to go back to work. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
And they make them throw that shit.
This possession.
So that didn't bother you too much.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
All right, whatever the fuck you talking about too.
They go play fake to Michael. Now Wilson surveying the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
They fucking me over, man.
Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful...
Look at that shit.
I think that's the way.
They make the nigga hike it and automatically turn his fucking back.
They've had a pretty frustrating first half here.
This nigga, he catches the ball and turns his back to the field.
Frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. They'll stop troops. They're enjoying things right now.
Man, and this nigga talking shit like he can do something.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And it's this incomplete. A surprising move to go
jerking me anyway.
Somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Giants are going to take
jerking the shit
over
out.
Great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first down is Manning. A battle for him, and this will be
what, son? What? Take your ass to B.
They had 11 yards in the first half. Second half, 211 yards in 2
Take your ass to bed, son.
The frozen ones that melted just right.
And this nigga talking shit.
Remember that when you played soccer and the whole deal? And there they were.
All right, come here. I'm sorry.
So incredibly fast and sure.
Come here.
Downfield, he has really picked up the pace. I don't know how you
come here. I'm sorry.
On his game.
I'm sorry.
I know
come
many
here.
people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running.
Look at this shit.
Off the mark, incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself.
They robbed him.
His team's already picked off 2 passes.
This is a fucking
robbery.
robbery.
And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
A fucking robbery.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
About fucking time. About fucking time.
Cam Chancellor. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
About fucking time, man. Fuck it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Come on, hurry up. We only got a little bit of time to get down there. Hurry up.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Wilson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
They go play action now. Wilson finding time. He's going to go up top again. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop any defensively. 3rd down. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson.
They make it overthrowing. This shit, man. Come the fuck on with it, man. Come on. What, son?
It's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a...
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And with great field position here, chance for some points before the break.
That's prime real estate. Just have to decide how they want to try and take their shot to try and put those points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
They making it overthrow everything.
With 5 seconds to go.
Like, what the
fuck?
fuck?
Almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Get this in there. He's dead.
It's Wilson. He's going to take another shot here.
Look at this whole ass shit.
A great read, and it's picked off. Time for a break.
Dog, they robbing the shit out of me.
Down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is
they robbing the shit out of me, man.
EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
Come on, let's go down for a halftime talk
again.
again.
To the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
I got you, Antoine.
On the carry, Michael.
Look at this shit. These niggas leave the fucking block.
To the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Pitch to the outside, and these niggas go
inside. They're going to be in the hurry-up. On second down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre.
Yes, son.
In there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's got time. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Seattle. 52 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That bullshit ass down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Wilson. That is caught inside the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Recent years of slot receivers really gain stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Let's go.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Luke Wilson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious.
No,
there
don't
on
jump on the baby kid. Stop.
And that caution was well warranted.
Yeah, you're going to break it, number. Whip your ass.
Nothing separating these two teams as the kicks away here. The return man here, Dwayne Harris.
You want to go to the park tomorrow?
Just past the 20, and his guys
take your ass to bed.
At the 21-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Come here, son.
You know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Throwing now is Manning. Cruz has it over the middle.
Don't do it again.
Yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
All right, be good, all right? Go ahead and lay down.
Manning now on 1st down. Out on the right, this is Cruz. He'll be taken down, but not before he gets in.
You want to go to the park tomorrow, right?
I think that's a big pick up that first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Here's Jennings. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
You want me to make some cookies for you tomorrow?
First down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Manning to throw.
No, I'm going to take them tomorrow.
He's got his man closed. Well, he's brought down after a good game.
It's not cookie day, man.
So for that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Go to bed.
Back now here at MetLife.
All right, come here.
7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4.
Yo. You gotta listen, all right? It's late.
They'll put
all
two
right, go ahead. You ain't
receivers
gotta
left,
do the bed.
two
Go
to
ahead.
the right. Now Manning over the middle.
I'm gonna wake your mom up.
And
That's
he'll
what I'm
get
gonna
down
do.
this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 9.
I'm about to wake your mom up and let her know you being bad.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down to Shepard.
Hey, man, he didn't hit that loose.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And boy,
That
they
has been
had
other way
high
around.
praise
That
for this
shit has
rookie
been hot
receiver.
clean up
We
there.
asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a...
Now a battle for the football.
No, they is chasing the shit out.
Victor Cruz high in the air to bring it in. And the Giants are in for
Son,
6.
go to bed. Go to bed. All right, I'm not playing anymore. Go to bed. I don't fucking be mad at that. Go to bed.
One-handed catches the fun stuff. Any batting for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this.
Come here.
His hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
Come here.
Bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
You know what time it is?
The Seahawks offense now. They get ready to head back on.
You hurt your hand?
And they're hoping to capture some of that
That's
magic
the fuck
they
you
had
get. You
last
shouldn't be
time.
banging on shit.
Put together a scoring drive, but they're still down here, Charles.
Did I tell you to bang on shit? Let me see it.
Last time out. They feel good about themselves.
It hurt?
Their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack.
All right, go ahead.
and what
Get out of
plays
here.
they wanted to put together. But they've got to keep
All right.
moving in the right direction, because as you did know, they are down on the scoreboard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Always able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They come up in an offset eye. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play call has to move a little bit faster.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Punching the shit out them little ass boys in their fucking mouth.
And it'll be 2nd down. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. The interception woes
that was some bullshit.
He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit.
That was some bullshit, bro.
Once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit, but as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern, maybe some ball was tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches.
Don't try to score again. Just run the clock out.
When they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. What would you say, a 7-yard run?
Look at this shit.
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first downs.
It looks like you trying to score again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Let me see you score again. You gonna score?
Not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes
don't throw it to ODB.
Doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They were trying to get it there.
I don't even know why you're challenging that. His feet was out.
Sterling
they know
Shepard,
what you're talking about.
and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Interception. I know what you're
Another pistol look here. To throw is Manning. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge game. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just
don't get this first. That's your ass. See that now.
Final stages. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Don't get this first. That's your ass.
They'll go for it. It's Manning.
That's your ass.
He's got it.
That's your motherfucking ass.
Come up empty. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football.
That's your ass, fuck nigga.
The offense now set to come back out on the field.
I'm going to show you this shit real. You think everything is a fucking game.
Very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They stopped robbing
back to the line now.
Do you think either one of us would have any chance of blocking Jason Pierre-Paul on the pass rush?
I think you would have a better chance than me.
No shot at all. I would have the ball in the row.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read and it's...
Good game.
Stupid little motherfucker.
Fuck you, pussy.